Hi everyone, thank you for watching this video or coming here for remedial today. Today we are going to go through 2022 paper 1 questions. So set 1332022 paper 1 question. I will not be going through all the single questions, every one of them, because I realize some of my students copy exactly whatever answer. So I'm just going to highlight some questions, and if you have questions along the way, please do ask me so. All right. Okay, without further ado, I should begin. Okay, I will assume that you know how to express something as a product of prime factors. Then for question number 2, using your answer in A to find the smallest integer k such that this is a perfect square. If this is going to be a perfect square, yes, Farha, thank you. Yeah, you do whatever questions that you go through in pencil or pen also can, up to you. Then you complete the rest on your own. Is that okay? I'm not going to do every single question.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, fine. So in this case, I want 2352k as a perfect square. I don't have the answer for 2352k as a product with prime factors, but I'm going to just share with you what is the meaning of a perfect square. If I want something to be a perfect square, that means all the powers must be multiple of 2. Okay, most of the questions students should be able to do this kind of question. So let me give you just an example. What do you mean by how to make it a power, a multiple of 2? For example, if I have 2 times 3 cubed times, let's say a number 7, and I want to multiply by a letter, a number k, to make it a power of 2, then I need to check which of the following over here are not having power multiple of 2. So this one is missing, short of one more partner. So I multiply one more exact factor to it to make it a multiple of 2. This one here also is missing. Okay, I should change the question a little bit. Okay, so here this one is 3 cubed, but there is about 3. I want multiple of 2. That means I must multiply by something to make it power 4. So in this case, I'll multiply one more 3 to it. And this one is already 7 square, so I do not need to do anything to it. I'll keep it like that. So in this case, this one, the answer k will be the number equals to 6. Okay, then sidetrack a little bit. Since the question is talking about perfect square, I should extend the concept to involve perfect square, perfect cube, okay, and other forms of pattern. For example, let me quote you another different example. If I will tell you find the integer k such that maybe this number 2 times 3 cubed times 7 square is a perfect cube. Okay, first thing, when you multiply by k, multiply by a number, the power will increase. Right? When you do multiply, power increase. So it is slightly different when you do division. When the question have right, divide by k, that will be another type of question. So if this one is, let's say, if they want it to be a perfect cube, that means the power must be multiple of how many? Perfect cube power multiple of. You can type me answers or tell me the answer. Nobody answer me. Oh, hello.
Now, what was the question?
If I want it to multiply it to become a perfect cube, then the power must be a multiple of
3.
3. 2. Who said 2? Perfect square is power multiple of 2. Perfect cube, power multiple of 3. Then if I want to multiply something, then what do I need to multiply in this case? This is 2 only, 2 to the power 1. Then I want to make it perfect cube. What must I multiply? Again, no answer.
2 to the power of 2.
Thank you. Then this one is already a cube, no problem. Then this one, what about 7?
7.
Yeah, multiply by 1 more 7. So you all know how to do something, multiply by something already, right? So these are all examples if I want it to be a perfect square or perfect cube. I'm going to make use of this opportunity and change this question a little bit to cover another type of question. Okay, so for example, if I ask you a different kind of question to make the number a times k, not a times k, a is given to be 2 squared times 3 cubed times 7 to the power of 7. Okay, I want you to find the smallest integer value a over k such that it is a perfect cube. Okay, how to do this kind of question? Now, when we have multiplication, the power increases. But now when I'm doing division, what will happen to the power? When I'm doing division, the power will decrease. Okay, so if let's say I want it to be a perfect cube, then we check, is this a perfect cube?
No.
No. Then what do I need to divide away such that it can become a perfect cube?
The whole thing.
The whole thing, very good. So I need to divide away the whole of 2 squared. Next one, which other number is a perfect cube? This one is already a perfect cube, right? Do I need to do anything to it?
No.
But what about this one? This is 7 to the power 7. What is the nearest power? Should I make it, am I going to make it become 7 to the power 9 or it will become 7 to the power 6? Do I increase power? Correct. I need to decrease the power, right? So if I want to make it become 7 to the power 6, then what do I need to do? I divide away one more number, 7. So this number k will be 2 squared times 7. So 4 times 7, 28. Okay, so I'm not going to give the answers for this question. I just want to go through the concepts for this question. Then you all fill out the answers on your own. Okay, next question. Okay, next question. Some things that students maybe sometimes be not very sure of. Now, I'm going to do this question here. This one is which one? Question number 2. Okay, just go through again. Smallest, find the smallest integer p such that a times p is a multiple of b. Now, there are 2 types of method over here. 2 types of method. I should show you the longer method first, and then we do the observation, the shortcut method. First method, method number 1, okay, is to find LCM. They want multiple, right? So find LCM. The LCM will be equals to AP, right? Then how do we find the LCM? LCM, we take a look at this too. When we choose LCM, I need to choose the highest or lowest power. Which one? LCM, choose which power? How to get LCM? Okay, nobody answer my question. That yes. Yes, Farha.
All of the numbers, but then like those common numbers must put like the highest power.
Correct. Thank you very much. Thank you, Aaron, for answering my question as well. Okay, good. So in this case, if I want to choose the LCM, it will be 2 to the power of which one?
5.
5. Very good. 3 to the power of
4.
4. Any more?
5 to the power of 8.
Thank you. And finally, 7 to the power of
13.
13. Wonderful. So in this case, right, first method is to choose the LCM and take the LCM to be equals to A times P. Let me copy this down first. I lazy to rewrite again. Let me copy it down first. Okay, finally, LCM. So my first method, I'm going to take my LCM to be equals to, oops.
Madam,
Yes, what happened?
Ashley asked if you can accept her.
Sorry again?
Ashley asked if you can accept her in the Zoom.
Oh, no, where? No, I never see anybody in the Zoom. Did she use my new link or she used my old link? Can you check with her? I don't have anybody else. The students who entered, they were all like the doorbell will ring. I don't have anyone else in my Zoom. Can you ask her whether did she use the correct link? Yeah, there's nobody here waiting.
Is it she used the new one already?
Yeah, but I don't have, nobody is here, you see? Yeah, ask her try again. Yeah, you have to ask her try again. Oh, so sorry. Yeah. Okay, I really don't see her. All right. Okay, so in this case, the LCM equals to A times P. What is A? A times P. A is 2 to the power of 5, 3 square, 7, 13. So 2 to the power of 5, 3 square, 7, 13. So 2 to the power of 5, 3 square, 7 to the power of 13 times the letter P. How am I going to get rid of all this over here? Right? I want to get rid of all this over here. So what do? I bring it over. I divide it away in order to get the letter P. So I divide them away. Times 7 to the power 13 over. Poor Ashley. The last time was Sean, now it's Ashley. Okay, so in this case, then when I have this, right, then I should slowly cancel out our factors. Okay, if you have a calculator, you can actually use the calculator if you want to. If not, you can just actually use a little bit of common sense to look through the factors and cancel out the factors. So in this case, 2 to the power of 5 and 2 to the power of 5 can be cancelled out. 3 to the power of 4, 3 to the power of 2. Which one has a higher power? On top got 4, bottom got 2. How many are we left with? On top got 4, bottom got 2. 3 to the power 4, 3 to the power 2. How many are we left with? Anyone? 2. Thank you very much, Aaron. Is it at the top or the bottom? It'll be at the top, right? Higher power. The power on the numerator is larger. So I'm left with 3 squared. Then 5 to the power 8, nothing to cancel. I keep 5 to the power 8. Then next, 7 to the power 13, 7 to the power 13 cancel away. No more left. So in this case, our answer for letter P, since they never say it as a index form, index notation, or in prime factor, so we'll leave it as 3 squared times 5 to the power of 8. That will give me a very super large number. Okay, sometimes the teacher gives a number until it's so big, right, that your calculator cannot calculate. So they purposely want to test you for your conceptual understanding rather than just pressing a calculator for the calculator skill. Okay, next one. How do I, so this is the first method. I find the LCM, I equate to AP, I divide away A. All right, so there's a method number 2. Method 2, I need to observe. Okay, AP is a multiple of B. So B takes priority, meaning all of letter B must be, all the factors of B must be included. 2 square, 3, 4, 5, 8, 7. 2 square, 3, 4, 5, 8, 7. Okay, so all of factors B must be included. Right? A is just the number 2 to the power of 5, 3 square, 7 to the power 13. So what do? We observe here. If all the factors of B must be included, 2 square already covered. We got more than enough. We got extra over here. So in this case, this one is just done. No problem. Next one, 3 to the power of 4. I need to have 4 of them, but I only have 2 here. 2 are missing. So it'll be 3 to the power of 2. Next one, 5 to the power 8, totally missing. So I multiply by 5 to the power of 8. Good morning, Zheng Yi. Then 7 is here. Then this is already got more than surplus 7 to the power 13 already. So 7 is in. So therefore, the answer for P will be just this. And what we have calculated the same number. All right. So that will be our answers. Did they say live in? Okay, sorry. The question did say leave your answer in index notation. So in this case, our answer will be just this one. We need to calculate this. Okay, so you can use both the method. Okay, if you need to, you can write them down, write both the method for your own reference. Okay. When you're done, let me know, then I'll continue the next question. Okay, can I move on? Can? Okay, nobody answered me. Never mind. I move on, okay? All right. Next question. Okay, I'm not going to go through this. I assume you all know how to do, but I'm just going to explain a little bit more on irrational numbers. What are irrational numbers? Irrational numbers, number one, the number cannot be written as a fraction. Okay, so irrational number cannot be written as fraction. Not only that, okay, irrational number does not stop, a decimal place that does not stop, and it does not repeat itself. Okay, so for numbers that does not stop, for example, like 0.353535 continue, but it repeats, these are rational numbers because they repeat. Okay, so these are called recurring numbers. All right, so this is a rational number, is not irrational. So in this case, out of here, what are the irrational numbers? The irrational numbers will most likely be square root 10. Square root of 10 is a number that doesn't end and does not repeat. This is already a fraction, so it's not going to be irrational. The next irrational number will be pi. So it will be square root 10 and pi. This is definitely an integer, so it's a rational number. Okay, next one. Express this following as a recurring decimal number. You can use your calculator. -345 over 111 minus away 3.142 to give you the answer. If you look at it, right, the number is actually -6.250108108. Obviously, from here you can actually observe what are the numbers that repeat themselves. The numbers that repeat themselves are 108, 108, and 108. But for a recurring number, we can only put two dots, one at the start of the number pattern that repeats, another dot at the end of the number that repeats. So in this case, this will be -6250. It doesn't repeat, so it's still being written down. Then the number that repeats starts from 1, 0, and then stops at 8. So it'll be 108, 108. So there's only two dots. It'll be returned in this manner. Have you gotten your answer? Right? Just check out whether do you get this correct or not. Okay. Yeah, Connie, until now, I still don't see Ashley's request to join, so I really don't know how to help her. Maybe you have to tell her to watch the video already. That would be very sad. Okay, but thank you. Thanks to her for attending the lesson, trying to attend the lesson.
Hey, I'm not done, teacher.
Oh, okay. Next question. Aidan, Fahar.
I am.
Yeah. Next question, I shall go through this one over here. The parallelogram, this one shows a parallelogram. What are the properties of a parallelogram? Give me two properties of a parallelogram. First
Two
one.
pairs of parallel lines.
Thank you. Two pairs of parallel lines. That I think that sounds like Ethan. Okay, so if it's two pairs of parallel lines, these two sides will definitely be equal in length. Can you give me one more property about parallelogram, maybe involving angles? What can you tell me about the angles?
Angles opposite angles are equal.
Yeah, the opposite angles are actually equal. The opposite angles in the parallelogram, they are equal to each other. So first question over here, express the length of AE in terms of X. Anyone can give me the answer? Maybe I'll call ID Haris. The last time, your last media, I didn't call you much to answer question. So I should ask you this time. Haris, are you there? And where's Jinxie? Jinxie is here. Okay, I call Jinxie later. Oh, then I'll call your partner, Jinxie.
Yeah.
Jinxie, can you give me the answer for AE? AE in terms of X.
21 subtract X.
Thank you very much. So in this case, this is 21 minus X. All right. Ain't no way he's in the toilet, is it? I don't know. All right. Okay, so in this case, the question did say area of ADCE is 2/3 area of the ADCB. So let's take a look. Area of ADCE equals to 2/3 times area of ADCB. Yeah, somebody typed something, is it? Or what happened? Okay. All right. Okay, we focus on the question. First one, what is ADCE? ADCE over here is a trapezium. ADCE is a trapezium. So what is the formula for finding area of trapezium? Harris, you are in the toilet, you say you can't say anything, then you can tell me, you can type out the formula. How to find area of trapezium? Never mind, then ask the next person. He's not gonna answer, right? Harris. Okay, or maybe Zheng Yi can help me answer. Zheng Yi, what's the formula for area of trapezium? Okay, Harry say already. A plus B divided by 2 times the height. Okay, can. Don't want, then you don't raise up hand. Okay, so in this case, Harry already said half of A plus B times H. Okay, so in this case, what are the two parallel sides? The first one over here, 21 minus x. The second one over here, 21. But the thing is, we do not know the height, correct or not? So if we do not know the height, I just let it be a letter H. Is that okay? Yeah, I do not know much, so I'm just going to let it be a letter H. So in this case, this will be half. Jing Yi, can you keep quiet? On Zoom, you still want to make so much noise? Plus 21 times the height. Okay, A plus B times H, half. Then next one equals to 2/3 times area of parallelogram. So area of parallelogram, how do you find the area of a parallelogram? Okay, next person to call, Jayden. Jayden, how to find the area of a parallelogram? Base times
half
half parallelogram.
parallelogram.
Parallelogram no half one.
Oh wait,
Base
base
times.
perpendicular height.
Correct. So in this case, the base of the parallelogram here will be the number 21, right? 21 times this height over here. So you notice the height we also do not know. So I'm going to write as 21 times H. Observe the equation on both sides. What is the common letter that is multiplied to both ends? Which one is being multiplied to both ends? Letter H, right? Yes, correct. Thank you, Courtney. So letter H is common. I'm not solving a quadratic equation in this case. So I'm just cancelling. It's okay for me to cancel out the common letter H, which is an unknown. Okay. If I'm solving a quadratic equation when you are in Set 2 and it's equals to some number, you cannot anyhow cancel away X. Okay, the X itself. So you can only cancel out certain unknowns or certain constant like pi. Right? So in this case, I can cancel out H and then I'm left with the working. So this will be half of 21. This is 42 minus X. This one, 2/3 times 21 will give you the number 14. Then now, how do we get rid of the half? We'll have times 2. Okay, so we'll multiply by 2. Then I want negative X. So I'll get rid of 42 minus 42. And we get our number. Therefore, X equals to number 40. Is this okay? That read the question, they say find the value of X, form an equation. So you have to form an equation. Okay, you cannot use your own other kind of method. Right? So this is for the answers for this question. But are you done with this? Are you okay with this question? Okay, then I should continue next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right, next one. This one actually, I think some of you will know how to do, but I'm just worried about those who get confused very easily. Nadia is not down here. Is Nadia in this remedial? See, Nadia never come. Yeah. Okay. So I explain for some of them, like in case they don't know. All right. So subtract. So it means minus sum of 2n plus 3n from 7n. You can either write it this way, or when they say from 7n, there will be 7n, subtract away the whole of 2n plus 3n. Both are acceptable, but that is not the final answer because the question say express and simplify. So in this case, I need to expand out the negative sign to both the numbers. Okay, so I'll expand out my brackets. That will be negative 2n minus 3n, and I have a plus 7n. Okay, both answers are going to be the same answer. And then we simplify out the negative 3n plus 7n, that will give you 4n minus 2n. Now, this is the final answer. Please do not tell me you have a factor 2, then go and factorize out a 2 or whatever. Factorized form is not simplified form. Simplified form means everything expanded and simplified together without brackets. So leave these as your answer. Do not go and factorize or divide away 2. It is not equal to 0. You cannot divide away with a number. All right. So in this case, the answer is 4n minus 2n. Okay. Next part of the question. Divide the product of 4 over 5p times 5 over 2q. Oh, by. So this whole thing divided by square of p. So p squared. Okay, so this is what the question says. Divide this whole thing by the square of p. And at the same time, we need to simplify. So I'll just do my numerator and I'll multiply my numbers together. 4 over 5 times 5 over 2 to give you the number 2. Then p times q, pq over p squared. This is not the simplest form yet because p and p squared can be further simplified. This is p to power 1. So I cancel away one more, or one of the letter p. I'm left with p to the power of 1. So that is in the denominator and answer. Have you gotten the answer? How many of you got this answer correct? This question correct? One hand. The whole class only one person got it correct. Are you sure? Are you kidding me? Okay, got a few more. Yes, you all get it correct. Okay, good. Then what about the rest? Okay, don't know.
Sorry, Cha, I anyhow raise my hand one.
You done writing? You understand what's happening? Okay, Next question, simplify this. Okay, this one, it looks a little bit more complicated. We shall do the innermost bracket first. So all the inner brackets first. So I'll keep half a, and this is still 2 over 5. I'm going to multiply negative 7 over 2 times this. So this is actually negative 7 over 2 times 1 over 5. Please use your calculator. Anyone give me the number? What is negative 7 over 2 times 1 over 5? No number. Hello? Never mind, I wait. I shall wait. What is
Negative 7 out of 10.
Thank you. Negative 7 over 10. There's a letter A. A belongs to the numerator or in the middle, but usually I prefer to write A at the numerator. Next one, negative 7 over 2 times negative 2. So negative 7 over 2 times negative 2 will give you positive 7 without the A. right? So then the next term, we're gonna just simplify the terms inside the brackets first. 2/5 is just a number, 7 is just a number. For algebra, write it in terms of improper fraction. Do not give me mixed number, right? So write this in terms of improper fraction. That will be 37/5 minus 7a/10. All right. Then last but not least, I should multiply half inside. Okay, the half a inside. Half times 3, 37/5 gives me 37/10a. Then half a times negative 7/10 gives me negative 7/5. 7/20, sorry. Then a times a gives me a square. And as usual, power is in the numerator. UB, what happened to UB? Wait, who messaged me? Oh no, Yuxuan. Yes. UB, please come. Some of them just weak. All right. Okay, next question. So this one will be my final answer. 37a/10 minus 7a squared over 20. Right? Double check your answers. With me, I'm not sure whether I got any kind of mistake here or not. Okay. Next question. Question B. All right. Question B over here. This one shouldn't be too difficult, but just to highlight, this is a subtraction. Please remember to put a bracket. And the next question is, am I going to do times 6 times 6 times 4 times 4? How many of you agree with this? Is it correct? Or is this the best way to do the answer? No, this is not the best way to do answer. Why is that so? What is the LCM of 6 and 14? Thank you, Coining. 12. LCM of 6 and 4 is 12. So actually, I do not need to multiply by such a large number. If not, later I need to simplify it. So in this case, I will have Q minus 11/4. I'll times 3 to it. And this whole thing, 5 minus 3q, I'll multiply as 2 to it. Then when I combine fractions together as one whole, right, one common denominator, I am worried that I might make careless mistake. So I always copy down first. Oops. Okay, minus 2 bracket 5 minus 3q. Then I expand, okay, my fraction. Okay, then now I expand my fraction. 8, not 11, 33. I must get somebody to simplify this for me. Just now I stopped at Jaden, right? Let me cut. Who is the next one? Bev. Bev, can you help me expand the numerator? What's here? Bev.
Oh,
Vivian. Yeah, Bev. Expand the
negative
numerator.
10.
Huh?
Negative 10
Mm-hmm.
plus 6q.
Good. You remembered to change the sign. Divide by 12. Thank you. Then there's nothing to cancel over here. Simplify the numbers together. 3q with 6q. Remember, highlight this one again. Plus, negative 10, negative plus. Then I get 9q. Then this is not negative 23. This is negative 43/12. Then some students will tell me that I cancel 9 and 12 like that. That is not true. It cannot be cancelled. Okay, why is that so? I must make sure there is any common factor. If I want to cancel top and bottom, right, I must make sure the second portion also had the same common factor. So in this case, there is this 143 cannot be divided by 3. Okay, no common factors in the numerator. So I cannot cancel. Okay, I cannot cancel the 9 and the 12. Okay, 9 and 12 cannot cancel with each other. All right, so in this case, this will be my final answer. Yeah, I wrote this look like Q. Let me write it again. 9. Okay, no common factor, do not cancel. Okay, so these are the common mistakes that students might make for this question. This one, I just leave it to you to calculate your answers. Factorize this, I assume you know how to do 6a. If you have a problem, do let me know. I should just do a quick revision for factorization by grouping for 6b and 6c. Right, for factorization by grouping, let's look for the first group. Okay, GH. Who can I put GH together with? Who do you want? Let me call the next person. Haki. Haki, GH. GH pair together with who? Who will you choose? GH with which one? There are 2 of them here. There are 3 of them.
Negative 2G.
Okay, can negative 2G, thank you. So if for Haki, he chose GH with negative 2G, that means automatically the other pair will be negative HK with positive 2K. So I have 2 groupings over here. First group, divide out our common factor. So first common factor is G. I'm left with H minus 2. Observe, this is H minus 2, right? This portion. So the moment when I do the next division, next grouping, I must make sure the answer over here must be the same, right? So next portion, I'm going to do a common factor for H, negative HK with 2K. Common factor is the letter K. So I'm left with negative H plus 2. But however, the sign is not the same. So what can I do? Factorize out to make the sign the same. Next person, Coining. Coining, what can I factorize out to make them the same?
Or change it to 2 minus, wait. Change it to negative 2 plus H.
Negative, right? Okay, so I factorize out a negative K lah. That's what you mean. So this one will become H. Then this one will become negative. Okay, that's what you mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So in this case, I got my answer already. The common factor, the factor that is repeated, the common factor, we only write it 1 time, H minus 2. The other factor, where do we get the other factors from? That will be G minus K answer. Okay. Any one of you did a different grouping, it should also be the same answer. If you do a different grouping, let's say you do GH minus HK, and then this is negative 2G plus 2K, you can also get the same answer. Factorize out H, that will be G minus K. Factorize out 2, this will be negative G plus K. I'll factorize out negative 2, change the sign to negative. Then I'll get G minus K, H minus 2, which is exactly the same answer. Okay, both methods are correct. This question here is 2 marks, right? So you need to show some form of working. Either you show this working, or some of you do a different kind of working. You all prefer to write it like, for example, GH minus 2, then negative KH minus 2. If you do that working, you better make sure this one is in the correct sign, okay? Not plus, but in the correct sign. Then the one that's repeated, you write only 1 time. Okay, so you have many different forms of working. Take your pick, which one you like. Okay. All right. Okay, next question, question C. From here, I can see obviously the one that is a common factor looks something alike. Y minus 2K, A2X and 2X minus Y. They are in the different sign. So what I can do is I can factorize out a negative sign for this. I'll change it to negative 4V, and I change this to become negative 2x plus y, which is exactly the same. You can choose to write it this way, or if you prefer to flip it around, okay, multiply by negative 1 flip this one around. Y minus 2x also can. Okay, up to you. Whatever that is you think is logical, you write the answer. Then this one will be y minus 2x, 5w minus 4v. Are there any questions from this part? You understand? Can? Okay, then I continue to next page. Solve the following equation. First thing, a lot of students will tell me they want to square the number first. That's not true. Okay, because I have something else outside my square root. I need to remove this number 2 first. All right, so I need to divide the 2 away to get only square root x 13 over 2. I don't like decimals, so usually I leave it in fractions. Then next, I will square both sides to get rid of, to make square root disappear. Some students will shift the square root over to the other side like that. That is also not correct. Okay, please don't do that. It's not shifting it away, it's squaring it on both sides. So the square root disappear. This will be 13 square. 13 square is 169, is it? And 169, then 2 square is the number 4. So I'll leave it as an improper fraction. Mixed number, final decimal, if it's a nice number, in this case, also acceptable. Okay. Next part, this one is actually very easy, just that it looks a little bit more ugly. Okay, but yeah. So this one, the common mistake for this, if I take 5 times x over 2, some students will take it to be 5x over 5 times 2, which is 10. Right? And in this case, if you notice, if I were to do this, I multiply the top and bottom, I cancel out. I'm left with x over 2 again. My number 5 disappeared. So in this case, when I have this is actually 5 over 1. It's not 5 multiplied to the numerator and then to the denominator. Okay, please do not do that. So in this case, this is just 5 multiplied to the numerator. So it's 5x over 2, not 10. 2. Then 5 times 4.9. Again, personal preference, I don't like decimal places. So it's 49 over 2. Then I have 21 over 12. Oops, 21 over 12 can be simplified. Let me see. This is actually 7 over 4 with a letter x. The x is at the top. Okay, I'll keep it at the top. So when I want to solve the equation, I'll put all my x terms together on one side. I'll bring this over, become subtract. And this one is just a number. Okay, then for this portion, look at the coefficient. 5 over 2 minus 7 over 4. Use your calculator. 5 over 2 minus 7 over 4. Anyone tell me what's 5 over 2 minus 7 over 4? Oh. 3 over 4, letter x. 3 over 4 units of x equals to negative 49 over 2. I do not want the whole thing over here, so I just divide by 3/4. So I'll take negative 49 over 2, divide by 3/4. And I get my answer. Oh, some hideous number that I didn't like. Yeah, let me change this to negative 98 over 3. Okay, it doesn't look like a nice number. I'll be worried whether did I make any colors mistakes. Okay, but you can double check. Okay, anyone happen to have the same answer as me? No one have the same answer as me. Oh, did I do it wrongly? Oh no. Anyone got this answer? Yes, one person got the answer. Okay, a few of you got this answer. Okay, that means I should be correct. It cannot be all of us make the same mistake, right? Okay, next question, part C. Wait, let me know. Let me see which page. Okay. Right. Few common mistakes to take note of. First thing, subtraction, and there's numbers at the back. I will always put brackets. All right, especially for the one behind the negative sign. Next, let's take a look. Although I have a number 4 over here, I can't combine it into one single fraction for that side. So I should combine into one single fraction for this side. So the LCM for 14 and 2 is 14. So I shall multiply a 7 multiply a 7. Again, to prevent my careless mistake and me from losing marks, I'll just copy down whatever that I need to multiply first. At least I tell the teacher I chose the correct denominator. Then we multiply this in. Okay, I should ask somebody to do my job for me. Next, Eli. Ryan Lim, expand my numerator for me, please.
2x plus 8 plus 1 minus
Plus 8.
7.
Wait a minute. Do you say plus 8? Are you sure?
I said plus 1.
Okay, plus 1.
2x plus 1 minus 7x plus 21.
Thank you very much. Okay, you remember to expand the bracket into a positive number equals to the number 4. Simplifying the numerator. Next person, Sean, simplify the numerator for me. I'm calling according to the participants list, in sequence.
Negative 5x plus 22.
Thank you. Equals to 4/1. Okay, good. Next person who's after Sean. JC, JC, I called JC just now already. Zhengyi, I don't care you. Okay, Xingning. I'm gonna ask you, you're gonna type out answers. You can still type out answers, right? Zhengyi. Xingning, what do I do next? Next step. Xingning. Oh no, Xingning got mic or not?
14 times 4 equals to 56. Put on the right side.
Thank you. Then this one will be just this one, right? Same. Good. Then we cross multiply. After we cross multiply already, we're gonna shift the numbers here. So I have 5x. This one will be 56 minus 22. So we get our answer 34. Divide by -5. You get your answer. Okay, can? Negative 34/5. Alright, that just highlight only here, this portion, make sure. Okay. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Hannah. Okay, yeah, a little bit late, but still got 15 minutes. All right, this question. Oh, I was marking the other previous paper. So many column mistakes. Read the question very carefully. The question did say, writing each value correct to one significant figure. So I have to correct the number 6.9, negative 6.9 to 160. What is negative 6.9 to correct to one significant figure? Yuan Yu, negative 6.9, 160. It become negative what?
7.
Thank you. Yuan Yu, don't go away. 9.8, 160 become
10.
10. One more. 9.49, 160.
9.
Thank you. Okay, Ken, you're done. All right, so in this case, I'll plug all this number, negative 7 square over 10 minus square root of 9. Oh no, this is very ambiguous. Okay. I understand that a lot of students will key directly this whole thing, negative 7 square into your calculator. Negative 7, you square it, right? It's actually, if you just key this into your calculator will give you negative 49, which is actually not correct. Okay, if they put negative 7 square, it's by right, it should be the whole of negative 7, you square it. So it means negative 7 times negative 7, the answer should become 49. There's a little trap that the teacher set inside here, because when you key straight away exactly following this into your calculator do not know how to process negative 7 and add a bracket to it. So you need to add the brackets on your own. So it's negative 7 whole thing with the square. That will give you 49. 10 minus root square of 9 is 3. So it's 49 over 7. Sorry, I need to change this to approximation sign. Then the answer will approximately be 7. Okay, so there's a little bit of prep inside the question over here. Okay, but question says round off each value. So the previous worksheet that I marked your last year paper, there were some errors. Okay, so please do take note of this question. Next one, rotational symmetry. Order of rotational symmetry. What is the rotational symmetry? Mark the point in the center and turn it 360 degrees around and count how many times you see it. Okay, oh, this is your whatever drill symbol. Yes, sir. Right? So in this case, you notice, right, usually this kind of figure, when they have a rotation symmetry, they have common points about the main sharp points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Most likely, I will have a rotational symmetry of all the 8 when all these are actually repeated. It's the idea of a polygon. Okay, so when you have something that looks like a polygon and is symmetrical, right, all symmetrical all around with 8 sharp corners, usually the symmetry will order be 8. So yes, in this case, this is order rotation symmetry order 8. Right, if they are count correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct. Yeah, 8 of them. Okay, so please do take note. Next one, shade one square which has one line of symmetry. Currently, this picture has 2 lines of symmetry, one in the middle. Okay, so I can only shade one square. So in order to eliminate one of the line of symmetry, I should assume that I'm going to keep the line of symmetry right in the middle, because if I were to shade, if I want this line of symmetry, there's no way that I can shade only one square, right? So I can have to keep this line of symmetry instead. So if this line of symmetry, that means I can shade any square along the line of symmetry. I can shade this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your pick. Okay, you can choose. You can shade any one of them. Okay, any one of them along the line of symmetry. Okay. So later when you hand out your paper, I should be able to see your answer. Question 10A should be simple. I shall leave you to do work. 1 liters is yes, we shade fully black. Okay, you just make sure you shade it like that. Will do. All right. That the teacher knows that that is the square that you are shading. Will do. Can? All right. Then next question. This one. 1 liters. How many cm cube? Focus. Don't talk to me nonsense. Don't tell me nonsense. I don't want to know. All right. 1 liter, how many cm cube? Anyone type the answer, please. No. 1 liter, how many cm cube?
1,000.
Yes, thank you. 1,000. All right. So you're going to make it into the same cm cube, then simplify the ratio. So,
Wait, to make it to same CMQ, is it you must do the power 3, right?
What, to power 3? No.
No, because
This is liter. This is not cm, not cm cube to meter
Oh.
cube. Yeah.
wait, then
This-
how to change CMQ to liter?
cm cube cannot change to meter. Cm cube can only change to meter cube.
No. Oh, so
Then that will be divide by 100 cube.
okay, thank you.
Next one, given that A is to B is 5 over 2 is to 7 over 8. Okay, Aaron gave the correct answer, so thank you just now. Okay, then what we can do, remove the denominator. I'll multiply by the LCM, so I'll multiply by 8 to get rid of the denominator. So this one will be 4 times 520 and is to 7. Now, A is to B. A is 20 units, B is 7 units. So 20 times B divided by A. A is 20 units, B is 7 units. Simplify your answer, 7. Not difficult, doable. Next question, question number 11. Okay, this one I'll do a little bit slower. Right, let me see how many pages am I left with. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this one should be doable. Okay. Next part. Yes. Oh, you need this. I don't have time. I'm running out of time. Done? Done. Okay, we have. Okay, next question. Okay, this one I need to explain. Right? Zach invested $8,000 in a savings, simple interest rate. What is the formula for simple interest rate? I equals to,
PRT divided by 100.
thank you. That sounds like Ethan. PRT over 100. Yes, thank you, Xingning. PRT over 100. Interest rate in terms of per annum year. So your time must also be in years. So it is the units matches. Okay. Principal amount $8,000. Interest rate 1.5%. I do not know how many years, so it's n years according to a question. But however, Su Zhenyi. Yeah, I'm gonna buy you from my remedial next time. Okay, this one, the question over here says this is a total, but the answer that I want, the information that I want over here is interest. I started with 8,000, I had a total of 8,720. How do I find the interest? I started with 8,000, I ended up with 8,720. How do I find the interest? Nobody answer me. Come on. I still got so many questions to go through. Hurry up, hurry up. I started with 8,000. I ended up with 8,720. How much is the interest?
120N.
No, not 120. And no, I'm looking at here. Yes, thank you, Coining. 8,720 minus 8,000. You're not listening to the Q. Yeah, the rest of you are not listening to a Q for the numbers, the information. Process the information over here. Okay, this is the interest that you get in actual number, 720. So 720, you plug this in under your interest component. Okay, plug this in under your interest component. So your interest is 720. Then we leave the rest to algebra. I'll get rid of 100. So I times 100. I'll divide by 8,000 and 1.5 to find the number of years. 720 times 100 divide by 800. 8,000 times 1.5. I get an answer n equals to 6 years. Okay, so this question is working backwards or slightly a little bit. So please do take note. Use the simple interest formula and read the components properly. They do not just put 8,720. Okay, I know there are many other different methods that you want to find percentage one by one, year by year. I'm telling this to Jinxie as well. Okay, but please learn how to use the formula, simple interest formula. Okay, do not just count percentage part by part. Next question over here, I'm gonna just do a very quick one because I want to explain part B. Oh, you all have to have overtime a little bit. Okay, bear with me. Showing your reasons clearly, angle CDE. Okay, Ken. Okay, right. You have a few lines that is parallel, but they did not tell you BA is parallel to CE. They only say AE parallel to FD. AE parallel to FD, immediately I can see the first angle. There's an alternate pair of alternate angles over here. Okay, just highlighting for you to see. Secondly, they say that BC is parallel to ED. BC parallel to ED. Another pair of alternate angles over here. Immediately, this angle, you can see that this is 76 degrees. Okay, we have couple of other lines. So I have this pair of parallel lines. Another angle that I can see, this is parallel. Letter F over here. Right, this is also parallel. So if this is the angle 63, this is a pair of corresponding angles. This is also 63 degrees. So first up, angle CDE, 63 degree, corresponding angles on parallel lines. The question, the teacher should have given a longer blank, but please do write down the reasons they said, show in your reasons clearly. Next one, angle BCE, very obviously is 76 degree, alternate angles on parallel lines. Okay, I hope you all remember this. Yes, bye Jinsey. Next one, angle AEC. Angle AEC is alternate angles with this one over here. So I'll define this angle. Or is it Javier? No, what's wrong with Javier? Oh. Oh, I thought JC left and then came back again. All right. Okay, then in this case, I'll take 180. This one need to show a little bit of working. 2 marks over here. 108 angle DCE is 180 subtract 63 and 76. And that gives me angle sum of triangle 41 degree. Must write down here angle sum of triangle. Therefore, angle AEC will be 41 degrees. This is because of alternate angles on parallel lines. So do write in your reasons as well. Oh, what's happening to Jinsey's connection? Okay, so take note. Next part, this one over here. This one cannot rush. Okay, explain whether is AB parallel to EC. If AB is going to be parallel to EC, okay, I got no other color. Okay, maybe if AB is going to be parallel to EC, I need a pair of maybe interior angles. I found this angle over here to be 41 degree. Interior angles will add up to 180 degrees. So what I need to do is I need to check, do they add up to 180 degrees? So angle BAE, angle BAE plus angle AEC is equals to 142 degree plus what we have found, 41 degrees, and this is actually equals to 181 degree, not 180. Please include this. Then you write the angle property reason by interior angles on parallel lines. This part is important, parallel lines. Okay, therefore, since they are not equal, AB is not parallel to EC. Okay, so please do take note for this portion. You need to state the numerical values over here. You have to give me the numbers, state the numbers correctly, give the angle property reason, then make the conclusion. Oh, 183. Sorry. Okay, I rushed too much. Sorry, 183. Thank you for highlighting. Okay, 183 degrees not equals to 180. Therefore, interior angles on parallel lines not parallel to each other. Thank you. All right. Okay. I don't have much time left. I already exceeded my time. I assume you might know how to do this question. So I'll keep question 13 as the last question. This one over here, this is a very straightforward question. Most of you will be able to do. Just highlight. This one is a square. Okay. ACDG is a square. This is 80. This is my radius. This is also 80. Together, this is 160. So CD is also 160. Right? And you can find the circumference here. This is half pi diameter. Then you'll be able to find the other two lengths, DE divided by 2. Most likely you'll be able to do. based on what I mark your homework. Okay, so question 13 should be the last question for today. All right. In the year 2015, Mr. Yo's monthly salary was 3,620. So 2015, it was 3,620. His monthly salary was increased by 8% in 2018. So an 8% increase raised by 8%. So that will give me 100 plus 8, 108% of this. All right. Whether you want to find the number or not, that's up to you. And in 2020, his salary was given another raise of 15%. So that would be 100 plus 15, 115% over his salary in 2018. That will give me 115 over 100 of this whole number. Find whatever the answer is, plug it inside. Okay, equals to the number. So I'll just write it down. Okay, then you can get your answer. Okay, let me just calculate what is this answer. Times 3620. I got a number of 4496.04. Happen is the nice number, 2 decimal places. Now, question here, this one commonly, you all always commonly make mistake. When the question say percentage increase, first kindly find the increase compared to 2015. So it was from 4496.04. Subtract away the salary in 2015, 3620. To give you the number, $876.04. Now, when you want to find percentage increase, is the increase over the original value or original value that you compared to, or sometimes it's not original value, or they say as a percentage of which year's data value. So since they want from 2015, okay, then you need to take this number, the increase, out of the number in the 2015, which is 3,620. Please make sure you choose the correct base value. All right, if you choose the correct base value, then your answer will be the correct one. If not, then everything will be gone, right? I personally, you can, this one is a nice number. So you can write it as a decimal place if you want to, or you can leave it exact as a fraction. Okay, this question, I think you should be able to do. So I'm going to leave you to try this question at all. Okay. If that's the case, then finally I come to the end. I delayed a little bit for 9 minutes, so sorry. Okay, y'all check through. If there's any other questions, you ask me individually. I will not send out the full version of the answer. Okay, I'll try to send out the I'll collect back on Monday to do the marking. All right. Okay, if that's the case, then thank you very much for attending remedial today. Bye. Bye. Thank you. Bye. Thank you, Tony. Bye, Beth. Bye, Tracy.
Wait, Madam, when do you give out this paper?
Huh?
When do you give out this paper?
Class, no, this week, maybe Monday, Tuesday.
Do
I
I
have a hard copy.
have it?
Soft copy is on Google Classroom. You can still do on soft copy.
Okay, thank you.
Can, bye.
Bye.
Tracy?